whether the media story had. One of the reasons we've talked about moving the limit for James to enforce is if we have to do a study, a formal study, it'll cost somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000. And at this point in the stage of the game,
is a child's life worth?
I hear you. I'm just telling you right now, funds are tight, and we don't have the extra $40,000 to turn around and engage an engineering firm, and then for the next 6 months for them to compile the study and get it back to us. Okay? The money's just simply not there. But I hear you, because if I had mine to do, I would go the other direction. On Lafayette and on Vista, I'd lower it to 15. I mean, if I could do it without
You
a
wouldn't get my
study,
vote.
if I could do it without a study, I would lower it, because people are gonna do anywhere from 5 to 10 above, 5 or 8 above. I mean, it's like James said the other day, 8 you're fine, 9 you're mine, is kind of the attitude that the officers have. If you lower it to 15, they're gonna do 25 or 30. Okay, if they're at 25, 26, 27, stop them and give them a ticket.
The sheep that Lafayette said you can't go that fast.
You can't. It's too. I tried running 30 mile an hour the other day down Lafayette. I couldn't do it. It beat me to death.
Well, you two need to sit
So we
on
need
my.
to put in more speed, or
I wanted to see if you could drive 30 mile an hour down Lafayette Street and hold it and be careful, and you can't. It's just too rough.
Well, you need to sit on my front porch, both of you, come GM time, and watch the number of cars that go 30 miles an hour from 5th Street to 4th Street where there's a stop sign, and how many of those do a rolling stop through that intersection, continue their speed, and I'll bet you money if James was up at 3rd Street, they'd be clocked at 35 or 40.
You ain't gotta drive that far, just go over and sit on my front porch.
I agree.
well, I totally appreciate all the work Brenda's been doing, and I'm gonna let her finish the work, because it sounds like she's on the right path of making sure we're on the right path.
Right.
Right? So,
I mean,
thank you
if we
very
can-
much, and I understand illnesses come up and go.
If
so-
we can substantiate a study, we all agree, leave it at 20, and James will enforce it at 26, 27, or 28, right? We'll sit over there and we
26 is
can,
the magic number for me, because 26 to 32 is what the speed was involved in Kennedy's death.
right. And if he can then ticket and cite him, and then if he finds anything in the cars, number one, the ticket is enforceable when it goes to court. And then if he finds anything in the car as far as contraband, it is then legally found and we can do something with that. So, yeah, that's our goal,
So
ultimately.
yes, total appreciation for what you're doing.
Thank you. Greg, I have a question.